Hey guys, Lucha Libre, and we are coming at you with our next Let's Play, which is going to be a Volt White 2 random lock. Now, if you're not familiar with Volt White 2 and Blaze Black 2, they're ROM hacks or customized ROMs that were created by Drayano. Among other things, it changes some move sets, like level up what you get. It changes some Pokemon types, changes some abilities. It allows you to find wild Pokemon with hidden abilities. In the basic versions of the game, like the non-randomized versions, because we are doing a randomized Nuzlocke, all Pokemon in the Pokedex are capturable, somehow, whether that's through trades or through breeding or, etc. So what we've done is we have randomized the ROM. So here's what's actually randomized. We're going to find random Pokemon on routes. Typically, we'll see like 5 to 7 different Pokemon per route, and it's completely random what we're getting there, with kind of one caveat to that, and that is this. I've enabled a feature that is called similar strength. So what that means is we're not going to go on to like Route 1 and find like a Bagon. We're going to go on to Route 1 and probably find like a Pidgey or a Spearow or something like that. The other thing is we have randomized the in-game trade Pokemon. So both what is requested and what is given is randomized. Now, as far as both of those go, both wild Pokemon and gifted Pokemon, or not gifted Pokemon, I'm sorry, traded Pokemon, we have actually set it so that the items are randomized, and in the wild they won't carry any of the like useless items like the hello mail and all that kind of stuff. They will always have an item that it actually has use in the game. It may not actually be useful to us, mind you, but it will have some kind of use in the game. Now, as far as the starter goes, and for any gifted Pokemon, yes, my name is Libre. Okay, for any gifted Pokemon, including our starter, what we're going to do is just catch an extra Pokemon in the wild to kind of replace it. Because it's randomized, we can't randomize what we're getting from the gifted Pokemon, so that's how we're going to do that. As far as the starter goes, we're doing something a little bit different here, and stick with me because I want to explain kind of why I'm doing this. We're actually going to catch the first 3 things that we run into on the first route. And from those 3, without looking at natures or held items or anything like that, we're going to choose a starter. We're going to release the other 2, including any held items that they have. And that third one is going to be our starter. Now, the reason that we're doing that is because with these ROMs, because they're hacked, you cannot randomize the starter. And it, just wouldn't be like a randomized Nuzlocke if I got to choose to take, for example, Tepig with us. We are going to be, that is like a drop in power for us by doing this. So keep that in mind as we move forward here, that we are giving up quite a bit of power because, again, we've got it set so that what we find on route is, relatively the same power level as what you would find on the route normally, again, based on this ROM. So there may be a little differences, compared to the retail game. But, starters are absolutely more powerful than anything you find on the first route. So let's keep that in mind when we give up our starter. And then, what we'll do is we'll just, we'll get the first 3 unique Pokemon that show up. So let's say it was, Pidgey, Swellow, and Spearow, okay? We would choose one of those and release the other 2 without looking at their abilities, without looking at their nature, without looking at their held items, if any. So we release the other 2. Let's say we keep Pidgey. So Pidgey's our starter. We would then be able to, we would then go back to that first route, and the first thing we encounter there that isn't a Pidgey is our first encounter. So even if that encounter was a Spearow, that counts as our first encounter. The reason that we're doing that is because it is a randomized Nuzlocke. You could get anything on that first route, including one of the missed starters. So let's go ahead and get started here. We are going to be playing on challenge mode, which is very, very difficult. It increases the kind of intelligence of the trainers. My understanding is they go up to kind of like Battle Tower or Battle Maison or whatever, post-game kind of tourney you want to compare it to. They go up to that kind of AI level. The trainers will have extra Pokemon on their team, and I don't know if that's like for everybody or if that's just for gym leaders in the Elite Four. But there will be a number of trainers with extra Pokemon, and the Pokemon will be higher level with better move sets, including breed moves and TMs. So this could be a comparatively to like normal Black 2, for example, this is going to be a very difficult version of the game. Let's go ahead and get Scrubby here. Now, we're going to get Scrubby, who, is our rival. Now, unfortunately, I can't randomize his team without him. I didn't randomize like any of the trainer teams. I didn't want to get rid of that because of all the work that Drayano has done, and you can't randomize your rivals separately. Otherwise, I would have, just to give him, the ability to, basically destroy us if that's the case. We're gonna go ahead and go up to where Bianca is. Now we're gonna save right in front of this girl because she's gonna give us the key for challenge mode. And then once she does, we're gonna reset and turn on challenge mode. And you'll see right away, I think Scrubby's starter is gonna be like level 7 in challenge mode. So we just saved. I am gonna turn on speed up. I'm only gonna use it for stuff like this where there's no real benefit to this. There's no story text or anything like that. While we're talking about speed, one thing that I've learned from doing the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke is that the training on screen is just unfortunately it's just too time consuming. So any like training montage stuff like that is probably going to be off screen. But I'll try to keep any captures or anything like that on screen. And I'll do my best if someone's near an evolution, I'll try to do that training recorded so that you can see the evolution in the training montage. All right, let's go talk to Bianca. Yes, I agree. Yes, I'm Libre. Nice to meet you. Yes, I'll help you complete the Pokedex. Alright, let's pick a partner here. I think I'm actually going to pick Tepig here. Now, we're not going to nickname Tepig because we're not keeping him. Okay. Why is this all of a sudden running so slow? I don't know what that slowdown was. But it looks like we got everything again. Okay. Yep, we know what a Pokedex is. Okay. I'm going to save one more time. And then I'm going to reset and put us on challenge mode real quick, guys. So hold on. All right. Now when we come back up here, we should be on challenge mode. I just went through all the screens and prompts and everything. Light version 2. Let's make sure the save file says on challenge mode. It does. We will continue. Alright, so it's time to fight Scrubby. Now he has an Oshawott that he hatched from an egg, which I like. I like that the rival isn't like counterplaying us by like taking what's super effective against our starter. Not that this is going to stay our starter, but I like that he's not just a straight up dick. Now with the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke, I'm releasing one episode a week. I have actually finished it, but we're releasing one episode a week. With this, we're going to be releasing 3 episodes a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So make sure to like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, guys. Definitely let us know, that you're out there, that you appreciate it, that you're looking forward to seeing more episodes of this. Alright, so I think his Oshawott's level 7. Level 6, okay. So, oh no, okay, yeah, it's one level higher than me, and then if I take it down, I should get enough experience to go to level 7, I think. Now, I don't think that you can actually lose to your rival here. I've never tried. I don't know what happens. But either way, the Nuzlocke does not start until we have our starter selected. That's important to remember. Until we have the starter selected, the Nuzlocke does not start. I'm actually considering, just because of how difficult it is, I'm considering, since you go to level 7 here as the Tepig, I'm kind of considering not starting the Nuzlocke until we're level 7. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. We're giving up a starter for a random grass Pokemon. I think we're going to, well, no, I'm not going to do that because you wouldn't do that in like a Wonderlock or something like that. So we're just going to have to basically, see what's out there for starters. And, if we get something at level 5 versus something at level 2, that might be a big deal as far as, what we're going to do here. Because it's not just getting to choose what we, capture on the route. We have a little bit of a choice because this is the quote-unquote starter for us. But after that, it's whatever we get. So leveling up is going to be a little difficult. I do want to talk about the challenge mode setting here. On challenge mode, I'm pretty sure the Elite Four goes up to level 90. So we're probably not going to worry about being over leveled. It may make for some quick episodes, here and there because we're over leveled. But I think things are going to catch up pretty quickly. Challenge mode is assuming that you're doing, a decent amount of grinding, and we're in a Nuzlocke, and we're in a modded version of the game. So I'm not going to worry too much about being over leveled. I'm not going to try to be over leveled. I'm not going to bring like a level 40 Pokemon to the first gym. But if we're 5 levels over, I'm not going to feel guilty about it. Yeah, running shoes, hooray! You have the running shoes for all of like 30 seconds before you get the bike in this game, which is great. I like that. All right. Okay. So we're going to bring a town map to our buddy Scrubby. Oh my gosh. All right, now we should get the bike here, I think. Sweet, we did. Looks like a pretty cool bike. Yes, okay, let's go ahead and register the bike. Now I've done a couple test runs here just to make sure the randomization works and kind of what comes up for randoms and what doesn't when we have similar strength on, stuff like that. So the Purloin is not something that's necessarily in the grass here. It could be, but she always encounters a Purloin. It's a scripted event, so just keep that in mind. I wonder if there's any way for someone who does a mod to remove this tutorial from the story, because I mean it's not a big deal. I mean it only takes a minute, right? But nobody is playing a modded version of a Pokemon 5th generation game that doesn't know how to catch Pokemon. There can't be anybody out there like that. Okay, what a relief, caught a Pokemon. Okay, yep, got it. Okay. So of course our template or backdrop here for the series is not going to update until we actually choose our starter. So keep in mind we're going to catch the first 3 things, and those are our starter choices. First starter choice is Cleffa. Okay. Now, it's not fairy type, of course. Because it is 5th gen, so there is no fairy typing. Should we lower our attack? Sweet. That means we can tackle again. Now, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do if we faint one of the first 3 Pokemon. Because, I mean, normal Nuzlocke rules apply after that. If you faint it, it's gone. But these first 3 Pokemon are what we choose from for our starters. So I think what I'm going to do is say that if we faint one of the first 3, we have to find one to catch it. You know, unless it, you know, we are going to choose not to take it. So, for example, if I'm trying to think of like a good, does it only know Charm? That would be a terrible starter. We might not be able to choose this one as a starter because it might only know Charm. Well, I mean, we could choose it, but it's going to suck for us because we'll have to just come in here and huck Pokeballs at fully healed Pokemon, hoping that they land. Alright, so we have a female Cleffa. We are going to nickname it in case we choose it. We're going to name it Siren. I don't think we're going to end up choosing the Cleffa, but you know, we could run into 2 like other really terrible choices. We'll see. Okay, that's another Cleffa. So it doesn't count as one of our starter choices because it's not unique. We will run from this Cleffa. Okay, so we have a Pidgey, probably a strong contender for our starter choice. It's already level 5, which I like, and you know, has 2 evolutions. Pidgeot's legit, you know. I don't think I want to Ember again because I don't want to risk burning him. Alright, so far, our choices for starters is Cleffa and Pidgey. We will give a nickname to Pidgey in case we choose her. Oh, I know exactly what we're going to call her. Name her Gale. As in Gale wins, female named Gale, get it? Haha. Works on 2 levels. Third starter choice is a Meryl. Azumarill is not fairy in this gen. Now again, the Nuzlocke does not start until we actually choose our starter. So I don't think this Meryl's actually going to faint us or anything, but just in case. Okay. Get ourselves a Peekaboo here. I'm going to name him Azure, which of course also means blue, but I think it's a pretty cool sounding name. Okay, now, before we do anything else, we're going to go back to town, we're going to heal up the Pokemon Center, and we're going to choose our starter. All right. So let's go ahead and go here. Okay, oops, we don't want to look at that. Okay, so the Cleffa had Pound. We're not using the Cleffa. That's why I looked at it. So it's between the Pidgey and the Marill. I think I'm going to take the Marill. Docile, Sap Sipper. Oh, that's pretty good. A Marill with Sap Sipper, so he's immune to grass moves. We'll get rid of our Timid Tepig. Alright, now here comes the really tough part with this Nuzlocke. So now we only have a level 4 Pokemon. And stuff in that grass can be up to level 5. But what we need to do is go and catch our first encounter. Okay. Now, I think I mentioned it earlier, I'm going to be doing all the training sessions kind of off screen unless there's something that's going to happen in the training session. That may be our next step here after we see. Okay, so that's a duplicate of what we have. This is the only thing that we can encounter that doesn't count at this point, is a Marill. Okay, so Cleffa is going to be our capture from this route. Well, let me rephrase that. Cleffa is our first encounter. Alright. I'm gonna have to tackle again, I think. No! This could be really bad. This Cleffa could wipe us. Miracle Eye? Okay. Come on, get through confusion. Okay. Don't crit. Okay. Tell you, the one thing I miss about 6th Gen is getting experience for captures. Not a huge thing for a Nuzlocke, but man, it's nice to have. We are going to nickname our Cleffa. Oh, why did it not let me nickname? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, well, we'll just have to. We'll put the name in the. We'll put the name in the layout here, and then once we get to the name raider, we'll change the name. Alright, so we've seen a Cleffa, a Marill, and a Pidgey in that grass. There's probably some other stuff too. So we're going to just buy some potions real quick. Now, of course, we can't capture anything else. So don't take that the wrong way, but I thought it might be nice to, you know, we're only at like 25 minutes, and I like to do, you know, kind of like 30-minute videos. So we'll do a little training on screen here and see if we can come up with, you know, something that we haven't seen yet. Okay, we got a Spearow there. And again, you know, we have a setting on that is trying to match the strength of things in here to the stuff that it's replacing it with as the randomizer. So, you know, seeing a Spearow is definitely not out of the ordinary for this route, right? Because that's the kind of stuff you find on a first route. Spearow has Pursuit at level 2. Now, this is the other reason that I don't really want to do training on screen, is because I'm not going to waste my potions with a Pokemon Center right here. So a lot of the training that I'm going to be doing, which my plan is to get both Cleffa and Azure, so Siren and Azure, that is, up to level 7, because that's where the Tepig was when we entered the route. So I feel like if we're at level 7, we're where the game wants us to be, and then we kind of take it from there. Man, that Marill having Sap Sipper is super nice. I mean, huge power would have been good too, but Sap Sipper definitely makes him, you know, nice and defensive. It allows us to put him into some situations you normally wouldn't put a water Pokemon in. We could have also gotten a Sunkern. A level 6 Sunkern. Wow. And here's, I'm hoping, where Sap Sipper is going to help out. I don't know if we can beat its Ingrain. Oh yeah, okay. We're going to Tail Whip a little bit. I don't think it has anything but grass moves. Why are you slowing down? Don't slow down. There's nothing going on my computer right now. I don't know what that was. So we're just going to Tail Whip a couple times. Sap Sipper's going to increase our attack. Alright, so we've Tail Whipped twice, and we've got an attack increase. So we're going to go ahead and tackle now. There we go. Nice. So, as far as I know, the increased intelligence is only from trainers. I don't think like wild Pokemon will like, oh, maybe I shouldn't use, you know, stuff that'll trigger Sap Sipper or whatever once they see it. Alright, there goes down that level 6 Sunkern. There we go. Okay. Let's try and get one more encounter. If it's something new, that'd be nice. It's not. That's okay. The nice thing about that Sunkern is because of Sap Sipper, I didn't take any damage that fight. Be something dumb. Yes! Sap Sipper is already paying off. And we did not know the Marill had it when we chose it, so that was pretty good. Alright guys, we're at about 29 minutes, so I'm actually going to go ahead and get off the path. We're going to save our game. And we're going to leave it right here. So the next episode, which is going to release on Wednesday, hopefully we'll still have Azure and Siren, and they'll both be level 7. Now, I can't control when Siren's going to evolve from Friendship, if we even keep using her. So we're just gonna kind of leave it as it is. If it happens off screen, guys, I'm sorry, but there's like, I don't know what level. I can't check her happiness right now, anything like that. So we'll try and keep most evolutions on screen, but obviously this one's out of our control a little bit. So anyway, that is the end of the episode. Make sure you like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. Again, this series is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. On Mondays, at least through February, you're going to have the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke. On Wednesdays, we do our Wonder Trade Wednesday, where we send out good stuff over Wonder Trade for anybody who's doing like Wonder Locks or just looking for something nice to use. And on Fridays, we have our Friday Night Fights. Make sure to check out all our videos, like our videos, comment on our videos, subscribe to the channel, guys. Let us know if there's anything that you're not seeing that you want to see. We definitely want to make sure that we're creating content that you want to watch. So once again, this is Lucha Libre, signing off.